Things I do for you. I accidentally left. Oh my goodness. Look at this view. Oh, my neighbor's down there, but look at this view. The things I do for you guys, I am literally running downstairs to grab the little receptor that goes to the phone so that we can record today's episode. Try not to slip because there's ice on the stairs. This is gonna be a shorter podcast, guys, and we're talking like 30 minutes. Oh no. Oh yes. I got the little receptor that I was talking about. We're gonna go inside real quick, record this episode, and get it on. Got a lot of stuff we're gonna talk about. We're gonna be talking about how the lifts have been. We're gonna talk about Captain America: Brave New World, the new Spider-Man show, and any stories that I can remember off the top of my head. But quick podcast, something for you guys. Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy John. Welcome back to another episode of the Gymcast podcast. I just want to thank you guys first and foremost for all the love and support that you guys have been showing. I really do appreciate not just that we get feedback, but the fact that people in person, I feel like I've said this before, but in person will tell me that they enjoy the podcast and they're expecting new episodes. And I've been really busy. There's a lot of new stuff that's been going on. Stuff that I can't really talk about right now. Whew, gotta take a deep breath on that because literally, these last couple months have honestly been crazy. A lot been going on with work, interviews, secret stuff that's been planned that cannot be said. Trips, Lulu, right? Trips. We're going to Hawaii. That's super exciting. I'm trying to think. A bunch of really cool stuff that's been happening. Also trying to balance the money, make sure that we're taking enough money on a trip. Sorry, I just feel like I couldn't breathe there for a second. But yeah, there's been a lot going on and it's been very exciting. And I just, through all of that, the one thing that has not left my mind is the podcast and talking to you guys. I have so much fun sitting here and just talking and blabbing and saying whatever. We still don't have any guests. It's perfectly fine. Eventually, we will find someone willing to sit on the casting couch with Jim John. That is a crazy sentence. The Adam 22 couch. I'm kidding. Nah, none of that Adam 22. Is that what it is? Do people think that the podcast is like an Adam 22 thing where we get you on the couch, pause, get you on the couch, we talk, and then after you film an OnlyFans video? That's not what we're doing. That's literally not what's going on at all. We're literally just sitting here having a conversation. This is the 5th episode of me just yapping, right, Lulu? She agrees. And so one thing that I want to talk about that happened recently is I got a haircut, of course. The fade's already kind of going away. Shout out my boy Johnny the barber. Johnny blends, Johnny cuts. It's not Johnny the barber. I think it's Johnny. Oh my gosh, my bad. I don't even know. I know him by Johnny. That's the homie. That's my brother. I got a haircut and I wanted to get a haircut before Hawaii because I'm like, there's something that came up and I'm like, do I really want to spend $80 in 1 month for my haircut? Which I'll support my boy Johnny. You know what I'm saying? I'll support him. So it's to me, I don't mind, but I like to space out my haircuts. I usually get cut up once a month. I don't really need it. I just get a haircut to be comfortable, and still support my boy. And I got a haircut because I had an interview. I did not get the job, and I feel like most people would be ashamed in saying that, but I did not get the job. Am I low-key bummed about it? Absolutely. But one of my biggest things that I felt that even throughout the interview is I could have came more prepared. I really could have. I feel like when I left that interview, I left feeling like I left stuff on the table. I feel like, yes, I did good in some parts, but I could have been more not stern, but just more direct and just could have done it. But at the end of the day, when someone picks somebody that's new for a job, it can come down to a million different things. They could have had a PhD. They could have had 10 years of experience. It could have really just came down to the way that someone presented themselves. So maybe I'm just being a little hard on myself on that end. But I got a haircut and I didn't get the job, of course. And I feel like, damn, I could have just gotten the haircut like I wanted to right before this dang trip. So I'm low-key sad, but I'm not because I gotta stay fresh with my girl. We gotta be taking some pictures, some special pictures. You feel me? I don't know if I could post all that. I might not post that part because that's like a giveaway. But she don't even watch the podcast. We low key be chilling. She don't watch the damn podcast, bro. What? Okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and just talk about how the gym has been for me. Honestly, this week's been kind of tough. I don't know what it is last week and this week. Like my lifts have been going up, but I'm having trouble with my heart again. And I'm thinking this maybe because I've been having caffeine a little bit more consistently than I usually do. So today we kind of cut off on the caffeine a little bit. But even like this morning at work, I was kind of struggling a little bit, like just getting a little bit of chest pain. And it's one of those things I got to take it serious. I know that I might not look like somebody who has something going on, like as far as being sick. And for the most part, like unless I tell someone, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Like the other day, I was playing basketball. Someone's like, how come you haven't played in so long? Like what? Like you been playing consistently? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, to be honest, I really just be playing when Omar plays. My homie Omar, my brother. Uh, And like apart from that, like I'll hop in every once in a while by myself. But the cardio that I've been more leaning towards is just walking or stairmasters. Part of the thing is that when I feel sick, it's kind of hard to breathe. Like right now, like I feel very uncomfortable. Like just I'm talking, yes, but I feel like I have to breathe hard, and it's not a very nice feeling, especially when you're trying to do cardio and run and keep up. So just something to watch really on my end. Like as far as like day to day and how it affects me, it's weird. Like having the chest pains, feeling like almost like a lump in your throat, like you can't really talk. That's kind of how this week's been for me. It's weird. I think I do a decent enough job at just not saying or talking about it really. Like I try not to use it as a crutch as to why things go the way they are, you know. I could use that as an excuse for everyday life and be like, me being sick, I can't lift as hard, I can't do this, I can't do that. But honestly, just that victim mentality, I can't do it. Now, do I sometimes catch myself in my head being like, you can't do this because it's related to this, or because you were sick a couple months ago you can't do this. Yes, I do that. I really do. Like when I think back to how strong I was before, I'm like, I would be so much stronger now if I just wouldn't have gone sick, or if this wouldn't have happened, blah blah blah. But the thing that is important to remember is that it did happen, and not only did it happen, but you can't treat yourself like you're invincible. You're not. I'm not invincible. I could literally die tomorrow, cardiac arrest, my heart could stop or whatever. I'm not saying that I'm like dying or anything like that, but what I'm saying is that if I don't take care of myself and I'm abusing my body like I have been, like even just having more caffeine or just not eating right, like it that can take me out. And it's nobody's fault but my own, and it's scary, and I needed to say that real quick just to kind of talk about how the gym lifts have been going. But the numbers have been going up. I'm squatting in the 300s again, which is very very exciting to be squatting 3 plates with good form below 90. That's fire. We did 315 for 4, and then for 3, and then for bench I got a plate 35 for 6, and then most recently on Monday I got a plate 35 for 8, and we got 2 plates for 4. So bench is going up, squats going up. I haven't deadlifted just yet because it does kind of take a lot out of my body. So it's either I squat or I kind of deadlift in a given week, just because it is a lot. And my beautiful girlfriend is here. Actually, have you tried the doctor? She's sick. She's not covering her mouth, so she's spreading her sick disease everywhere. And even Lulu's like, "What are you?" She has COVID-19. You wore heels today? Oh, about to say you're a freak. Have you tried the Dr Pepper Zero Sugar Blackberry? Okay, I bought us a can. Can you like bring one so you could try it on camera? And I also want to know what the canned version tastes like because I've only had the bottle one. It's really good, and I bought groceries, of course, and I found your diet. See, fellas, that's what I'm talking about. I went out of my way to ask the lady at Albertsons, "Do you have any Diet Pepsi Wild Cherry in the back?" And a matter of fact, they did. Okay, so do what you got to do. What do you, what do you what do you say? Oh my goodness. Well, while she gets that can of Dr Pepper Zero Sugar Blackberry, where was I going? Oh, my lifts. Yeah, my lifts have been pretty good this week. Lat pull downs, I got 160 for sets of six consistently. So today I got them for sets of six. Today was my back day. But the thing I just kept feeling was really tight. And obviously, like I just talked about, I've been feeling kind of sick like this morning, whatever. Um, just minor heart stuff, right? But it just kind of, huh? Yeah. But I thugged it out. But apart from that, the lifts have been good. It's just the body not feeling good, and I mean, it is what it is at this point. You just got to keep chugging through, and just taking care of yourself the best that you can. So, quick intermission for this Dr Pepper Zero Sugar Blackberry sponsorship deal. So, what? There's no sponsorship, but we are trying the Zero Sugar Dr Pepper Blackberry soda. Oh, they're on the side right there. I threw it. I, oh, it might be in that blanket. Oh, you found it. Let's go. We're gonna do a review. Now, the thing about my wifey is that she's a Dr. Pepper connoisseur. She likes Diet Dr. Pepper more than the Diet Zero Sugar. I do not agree with that. I do not think that the diet's better than the Dr. Zero Pepper Sugar. Oh my god.
I'm putting this in a cup just in case I don't like it. You can still drink it. Because I don't want to get you sick.
She's probably gonna get me sick.
Wait.
Anyway. What are you doing?
I'm trying to think of something to say with my deep voice.
Your voice. Okay.
Wait, what do you want me to say?
Nothing.
It smells like cough syrup.
Oh my gosh. Mitri Fit on TikTok says the same thing, but I don't think it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because like I'm sick. Maybe I can't like taste it fully. I mean, it doesn't taste gross, but is it my first choice now?
But imagine it cold.
Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. It kind of tastes like medicine. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I wasn't a fan of the strawberries and cream. That one tastes like very, very artificial. And if me of all people can say that, that says a lot.
my leg fell asleep. Ow.
You want this?
No, you drank out of it. I don't want to get sick. Okay, you can go.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Well, that was Mrs. Dr. Pepper telling us about the zero sugar black. I like the zero sugar blackberry. Some people say it tastes like booty cheeks or it tastes like medicine. I do not agree. I like it. I love it, and I will be buying more. And I bought a 12 pack. So. Oh. Okay. So I did say that we were going to talk about a couple different shows / movies that came out. First one that I want to talk about, and I feel like it's kind of controversial right now, is Captain America: Brave New World. I love Anthony Mackie as Captain America. I don't care what anybody says. I really do think his character was really good in this movie. I loved it. I also thought that Harrison Ford brought it. I think someone must have told him, "Yo, this ain't Star Wars. This is Captain America. We're gonna need you to go hard for this." And he's like, "You know what? I need to separate myself a little bit from Star Wars because I guess he gets really mad at people for bringing up the Star Wars thing, which I don't. You did 3 movies, iconic movies. I don't. Whatever. Anyways, a lot of people's complaints with the movie, calling it one of the worst Marvel movies that they've made to date. When Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantum Mania is a movie, is crazy to me because I did not like Kang's. I didn't like Kang's character at all. I thought he was way too goofy. He just seemed kind of goofy, like very unserious. Quantum Mania did not do him any justice. I thought that even in the Loki series, that the way that his character came off, there was nothing intimidating. I feel like it wasn't very cunning, and I don't want to blame Jonathan Majors for that. Maybe it's the writing, the makeup, or whatever. I don't have a problem with Jonathan Majors as an actor. It could just be a case of the script, and Marvel's been fumbling a bit. That's kind of what led me to not like his character, not really feel like, oh, this is Kang the Conqueror, someone that you take serious. When Avengers, hold on for a sec. When Avengers in Infinity War came out, actually when the first Avengers came out, we were getting hint of Thanos, and we actually saw Thanos at the end of that movie. I had no idea who Thanos was. I had no idea who this purple guy, what was so serious about him. I've never even had heard of Thanos. And I didn't even know the movies were even leading up to this big bad. Oh, I'm trying to think. Did I? I'm trying I don't remember it being something that Luna, don't scratch the couch. The reason that I bring it up is because I can see people trying to say, well, Kang was getting set up the same way Thanos was. Thanos was very ominous when he was appearing. It's like, who's this big bad that these villains are answering to? What is going on behind the scenes? Why are, you know, I don't feel that with Kang. I never felt that with Kang. And maybe that's a problem with Marvel just expanding so much and having so many different stories and plot lines that it's hard to take it serious. I did not like Kang. I'm kind of glad that they're going to go ahead and do away with all of that. Obviously, I'm not glad that Jonathan Majors lost a role. And I think that whole thing, um, I think it was settled in court. The reason why he got booted as Kang was because of, well, you could look it up. And I'm not glad that that happened because obviously that sucks. I think maybe Marvel could have done a better job, but I was not sold with the whole Kang thing. I really wasn't. To bring it back to Captain America: Brave New World, um, I just didn't feel like it was set up. But back to Captain America, there's a lot of Marvel movies that I did not care to watch. There's the Marvels, there's Miss Marvels, just movies that I don't find to be good, that just did not interest me. I didn't even watch Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I didn't even watch that movie. I saw the TikTok clips of Reed getting turned into spaghetti, but to actually watch the movie, I didn't even watch the movie. There's a couple Marvel movies. Shang-Chi was actually one of the better Marvel movies that came out. I was a big fan of Shang-Chi. But to call Brave New World one of the worst movies, absolutely not. I do think there was flaws for sure. If I had to talk about things that I didn't like throughout the movie, I didn't like the fact that Anthony Mackie, Mr. Captain America, was fighting a bunch of old people. I feel like the story writers could have done him way more justice by one, because I mean there was some really great fight scenes in this movie. They could have done him a lot better justice by not having him fight a bunch of old people. A lot of the sleeper agents were old that were in the movie. He fought some soldiers, some goons, and that was cool. But even like the main villain, with the main villain being a non-fighter, with him just being super smart, you could have had some characters in there that could have put up a fight. There's no reason an old man who is like a CIA, not a CIA, like a brainwashed sleeper agent has to fight Captain America. It just they could have done a way better job. They could have not reused the storyline from Civil War. That's for sure. Another complaint that I'm thinking of, I did not like the sound effect that they used when activating the sleeper agents. That really is something that bugged me throughout the movie. I did not like the sound effect. Now, if we're talking about the movie itself and it being enjoyable, I really found this movie enjoyable. I loved the action scenes with Captain America. It was super cool seeing Anthony Mackie at the beginning of the movie being Captain America, not the Falcon, but being Captain America, going down, fighting some evil bad guys, throwing his shield, and the way that he threw his shield around was sick. It was some of the best. They did a really good job. The choreography that they did was great. I really, really, really liked it. There's a part in the movie where he's like throwing his shield off the walls. He's kicking his shield up. He's doing all these other things with it that I don't really remember Captain America doing a whole lot of in the Marvel movies. I don't remember him using his shield as much as he did in this movie, unless I'm like super crazy. But I love the cinematography too to this movie. I really liked the inclusion of the Falcon. I had seen reviews talking about how bad the movie was. I had seen reviews about people complaining about the new Falcon. And I don't understand I don't understand where they're coming from. I really don't. If you have a problem with the shorter girl that randomly became like the Black Widow of the movie, understandable. But I think even my girlfriend will tell you that the guy who played the Falcon was cool and he was not annoying and he was not like I guess there's a complaint about him being overly enthusiastic and being too cocky and all of this, blah blah blah. He's a young guy in the Air Force who just got pretty much like superpowers. Like he has the Falcon suit. What kid wouldn't be excited about that? I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid to think that this guy would be super chill, super clean demeanor. He's a young kid with freaking wings, and he's in the army or he's in the military. Hoorah! How many people do you know in the military that are stone cold faced that aren't sergeants? Probably not a lot. Most of the people that I know that are in the military are some of the funniest, crudest people I know. Heck, even people in the police force. If you gave them Falcon wings, like the Falcon, they would be the exact same, if not way worse, and easily more cancelable, cancelable. One of those. I don't really see the complaints. I really did enjoy this movie. Even with the Red Hulk getting it set up, I thought the Red Hulk action scene was amazing. They did a really good job with the Red Hulk. They could have done a better job with the storyline, like with Anthony Mackie fighting the Red Hulk and extending that fight, or having it be in different spurts, or just been a little bit more creative. That's something that I will say. I feel like the writers and in the entirety of the movie kind of let down Anthony Mackie. But I think the performances were great, and I think it is a very enjoyable movie. And if you went out with some of your friends or your partner, you would actually think the movie is very enjoyable. I love Anthony Mackie. He is Captain America. The new Falcon. He is the new Falcon. I love his character. Harrison Ford did a really good job as the Red Hulk. The action scenes were awesome. There's a lot to it that I really enjoyed, and I don't really understand these harsh criticisms for this movie. And it's like I don't have an agenda. There's like I enjoyed it. I love Chris Evans as Captain America. I love Anthony Mackie and his new take on Captain America. And I wish him nothing but success. It is a great movie. Now, next show that I started watching recently that I wanted to talk about is Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. They have a brand new animation, a brand new Spider-Man cartoon that just came out. It's supposed to be like the old comics in the way that it's supposed to be like the old comics in the way that like in certain action scenes it's like a comic frame, and even like the style is like the early Spider-Man comics. It was really enjoyable series. I just finished it. It's at 10 episodes. There's a lot of twists that they do that are very entertaining, stuff that I didn't think they would do. Super cool. Some of the complaints I have are very small. Nothing to really do with the Spider-Man voice actor. I know there's some controversy with him. I'm not gonna act like that didn't play like a role in how I felt the first couple episodes. They do a really good job with the animation in spurts. There's moments where there's just regular humans fighting each other, like gang wars or whatever, and it's just really awkward animation. It almost looks like it was done on motion capture or something. Like just and it makes it hard to enjoy when yes, the animation's fluid, but it's like the animation is chunky, if that makes sense. Like there's not enough detail, so when they move, it just looks awkward. I feel like that might not make too much sense, and I don't think I can put a clip because Marvel will copyright it. But the storyline, what they do, Peter Parker, who seems a little bit more snarkier than usual, I really liked their take on it. I enjoy a lot of what they're doing. I really like the Spider-Man action scenes. They're super cool, and there's a lot of really good twists. I want to talk about the show without spoiling it because if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you're a Marvel fan, you will enjoy this show. And one of the things I will tell you is keep an open mind. First couple episodes might be a little weird because the animation style is so awkward and like kind of chunky. But once you get used to it, there's some really good action scenes. There's really good moments with Spider-Man. The story is honestly kind of fluid. It's pretty fluid. It moves quick. Like you're not really left lingering with tons of questions for episodes and episodes on end. Stuff just kind of progresses pretty fast, and a lot of stuff from the first season is answered. This is the only season out so far. A lot of your questions are answered, and it's cool. It doesn't end on a cliffhanger. Um, it was very entertaining. It even ends with what season two will be and what season two will consist of. Iron Man's in the show, classic Iron Man, old Iron Man suit, and the Tony Stark with the mustache and not the goatee. So I really liked it. I don't really have too much complaints about that besides the animation and stuff. And the way that they decided to tell the story is very entertaining, and it really is different from any of the other Spider-Man shows that we've gotten. Is it better than Spectacular Spider-Man, the greatest Spider-Man show of all time that got canceled? No. I love Spectacular Spider-Man, and I used to have a Spider-Man toy that my mom threw away from the Spectacular Spider-Man, and I will never forgive her because those toys are so expensive now. I am not going to rebuy those because, at least not right now, because I'm poor. But yeah, I mean, that's honestly, that's really it. I just want to talk about the gym. I wanted to talk about Captain America and also talk a little bit about the new Spider Man show. As far as like stories or anything that I have at the moment, not really any that I could think of. The weather's been pretty bad here, though, where I'm at. A lot of car crashes, a lot of people being stupid and not knowing how to drive. It's kind of crazy how even now that we've had this type of weather for years around this time, people freak out as soon as we get a little bit of snow. We get a tons of car crashes and yeah, man. I'm trying. Let me try to think of it. Let me try to think of something that's happened recently that I could talk about. So this relates to the gym. Someone asked me today why I go to the gym. They asked me based on my schedule, how are you going to work so early? I work at 4 a.m. How do you work at a 9 hour shift? Go to the gym, do whatever like your cardio, and then some days work at the gym and then go home and just rinse and repeat. Like, how do you do that? And the thing that will lead you to success in anything that you are wanting to do is your why. It is your why 100%. Our whys can change, they can vary. But when you have a goal, when you have a mission, when you have a purpose, your why has to be stronger than anything that could happen in that moment. Whether it's you're on a diet, your why has to be stronger than any of the food in front of you. Enough to will you to be like, no, I don't want that. I have a purpose. I have a why. It's not easy. And truth be told, I struggle with my why a lot. I feel like I struggle a lot with my I don't know, I don't want to say mental health because I don't want to make this a conversation about me. But rather any advice that I could give to somebody when it comes to your why, don't have your why be something selfish like I'm going to lose all this weight so I can get all these girls. I'm going to gain all this weight so I can get all these girls, or if you're a girl, I'm going to get this skinny waist so I can get all the guys. That's not going to get you where you want to go, regardless of what any beta male, rich guy, daddy's money YouTuber, TikToker will tell you. Your why has to be the basis before you can even go for any goal. Your why has to be bulletproof, has to be freaking Omni Man proof. And part of that is building that self love for yourself. We limit ourselves way too often in just doing anything. I feel like this is coming off weird. Let me get a sip of the blackberry. But like I have a buddy. He's like, let me get more jacked so I can post my physique and people will be like, "Whoa, you look really good. How'd you do it?" That's not the way to blow up. That's not the way to build an audience. That's not the way to really build a connection with your fans. People relate to the struggle. I think a lot of us like seeing people come up, the underdogs. We all really love that. What's the enjoyment of watching someone who already has everything? The beauty about the gym is that we're all working towards something and we're all proud of each other when we're accomplishing things in the gym community. Like I felt really proud for Swole Ricketts. I don't even know him personally at all, but I felt so proud. He got his truck, he got a TRX, and I'm like, damn, that's super dope. He's really out here doing it. He got a Corvette. I'm like, damn, Corvette kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? Like he's out here doing it. When I saw a story a little bit ago about a girl who lost a ton of weight, and that made me so happy. So I don't even know these people. It makes me so happy and so proud. It's a beautiful thing when people's whys are so strong. You see the fruits of it, and you realize they were underdogs at one point, and you are an underdog right now in this moment, and you can come up. You really can. This life is so short to not want to reach for your goals and do whatever. And people are gonna call whatever you do corny. It's the reality. I've seen people at the gym lie to someone's face and be like, "Yeah, bro, like it's cool. Like you're doing your little thing over here. Like, yeah, that's fire." But then when they're away, they're like, "That guy's stupid. He's not gonna do anything. He's not gonna blow up." That's the reality. People really do think like that. People really do talk about you like that. But at the end of the day, why does that matter? Why not you? Why not? Why can't it be you who blows up? Why can't it you be you who loses weight, who gains weight, who gets in a happy relationship, builds a better connection with God? Why not you? Why not you? You don't have to have this crazy profound reason, but it could be your why could be as simple as I want to live longer. I want to live longer. That can be your why. Your why is I want to live longer. Is this quarter pounder with cheese and 20-piece chicken nugget from McDonald's going to help me live longer? Probably not. And your why is so strong because of those feelings that you feel. Well, I want to live longer. Okay, but what's going to assist that? Well, I want to live longer because I love myself and I don't want to feel pain. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to get to this age. I want to be able to play with my kids. I want to be able to do all this. Now you see how in that moment your why went from I want to live longer to I want to love myself. I want to grow old and healthy. I want to be with my kids. I want to do all of this. That is making your why stronger. That is literally making your why, the reason that you do the things that you do, stronger. And when you don't have a why, when you don't have a purpose for your any of your goals or what you're trying to do, it makes it really easy to be inconsistent that you could live. You could do it. I promise you, I'm a prime example of that. Although I may not be happy with how I look and how I feel, I have two beautiful kitties, a loving girlfriend. We have our own apartment. It's a nice apartment. Um, we're trying to reach our goals. We're trying to push each other to get to where we want to be. We're uploading on the channel. There's a lot of really good things going on in life. And sometimes you just got to remember, love yourself just a little bit more. Like today, I love myself enough where I'm going to drink this Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Blackberry and another sugar free soda. Feel a little nicer to myself today. Not punish myself so much. I feel like that last part was kind of everywhere. Sorry if it was a little depressing, a little dark. That's how it be sometimes. But seriously, to anybody out there who needs help, please talk to somebody. Talk to me if you need it. Like I genuinely mean it. I'm so happy to be here today because I was not headed towards a very friendly route. And because I chose the route that I did, I'm dealing with some this is a repercussion of that. But I'd still rather face it than to be 6 feet underground right now, 100%. So a little depressing, but I'm just it's just the overall message, you know. Love yourself, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself. I mean it. Chase after your dreams because who knows? Maybe one day, you only have 6 months, and then you realize, wow, I did not accomplish anything that I wanted to. That's how you become a ghost. Now, I don't know about you. I don't want to turn into no damn ghost. So I'm trying to live this life the best that I can. We got some work to do here, but we are going to get that dang work done. We're going to figure it out, whether it's True Tide or Ozempic or starvation diet. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't actually do any of those. That was so stupid. But by any means necessary, we're going to lose the weight. We're going to get down. So we're going to probably have to start a little series with that. I need to find an editor. Oh my, I need to find an editor for the YouTube video so I can just pump out content easier. So if anyone's an editor or knows an editor or whatever, let me know so we can chop it up and get something going. Because I don't mind paying for YouTube videos to be pumped out and I don't have to do the editing. That would actually save me a ton of time and make this whole process a lot easier. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to express one more time that I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Seriously, I know this episode, the tone towards the end was a little depressing, but if you need help, please seek it. You're never alone. If you ever think you're alone, I'm always here to give you some advice. Caloric deficit, bulking, whatever. I got you. I know what it's like. I know that it's hard, but just keep pushing, keep chasing your goals. Do not let yourself die with regrets. Do not let yourself leave this planet thinking about I could have been a YouTuber, I could have been a philanthropist, I could have been a doctor, I could have been this or that. Do it. Just do it. And I promise you, when you live life on your own terms, when you're living life true to you, true to what your goals are and what you want to accomplish, that's when you're truly living. So, air conditioning just turned on, so I feel like that's a pretty good sign to head out. But I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next episode of the Gymcast. Eat your protein. Um, Also, don't forget, warm up your shoulders. Your shoulders are a vital part of your body, and you need them to kind of do everything in life. So warm up your shoulders. I'll see you guys next time in the next episode. Peace.